Aloha guys, Darren Fryer, M1 and Olylife, coming to you guys from Maui, Hawaii. In this video, I'm going to do a very simple and raw breakdown and draw out of hitting the first rank of M1, making your first several sales, your first several $1,000s. You'll understand how simple this compensation plan really is. Initially, when you're first getting started in this business, your main forms of income will be the fast start bonus as well as the tier bonus. And then as your organization grows, you'll start to see the coaching bonus, the check matching bonus, the global pool shares, lots of other aspects of the compensation plan start to pay out. So initially, let's just go over the beginning stages. So the first thing to know is PV is 75% of the product cost. So whether people start on the minimum of $1,000, say they get the P90, that's worth 750 PV. Okay, for the sake of this video, let's keep it simple. Most people right now in the US are starting on the $2,000 package, so we'll just assume everyone starts on that to keep the math very easy. $2,000 equals 1,500 PV. So the first bonus that you're gonna make off your direct sales is gonna be the fast start bonus. So that's 10% of PV. So let's just say you sell a $2,000 package, that's worth 1,500 PV. So you're gonna make $150 for every direct sale who you bring on to that $2,000 package, which in most cases is a P90 Plus for 1,500 and the G1 goggles for 500. So that's the fast start. You'll receive that for every personal sale you bring in. Now let's look at the genealogy and kind of give you a little bit of a walkthrough and a breakdown of your first several sales, your first several $1,000s, and how you get to that M1 rank. So the first rank of M1 is 10,000 volume on the left and 10,000 volume on the right. Okay, and remember that volume, the PV, one person on a 2,000 package is 1,500 PV, so you can think about it more or less, it's about 7 people on your left, 7 people on your right, and you're at the M1 rank, which gets you your first share in the global pool, where 5% of global revenue goes and is distributed out every year. It's a form of residual long-term income. So the first thing we're gonna go over is you made your account. Say I signed you up and I placed you on my left leg. So you're gonna be right at the top of my left leg, and there you are sitting in the organization, in the structure. Let's say after I sign you up, I sign up another person. That person's gonna end up going underneath you, and you'll see how you'll still benefit and get paid off of that. You won't get fast start because it wasn't your personal sign up, but you will qualify to make tier bonus on it as you start to bring in your own sales. So the only rule in the company at the comp plan is your first sale has to go on your left leg. This creates what's called a power leg because it causes people to place people underneath people in their organization, creates momentum. One of the perks of being in the company early on, when everyone's building, when everyone's growing, you'll see lots of sales, lots of volume get placed under you just from the people above you who continue to build their own business. So your first sale actually comes from my sign up. I place them under your left. Let's say you go out there, you get your first sign up. They try your machine, they love it, they want to buy it. We help you close them. Your first sale will go right underneath the sale I placed under you. So you'll get a $150 fast start bonus. So that's one bonus you're making so far. Okay, now you bring in your second sale. Okay, your second sale you're actually going to place on your right leg. So your second sale will go right here. That was me. Your second sale goes right here, so I'll put a number 2. You made another $150 fast start bonus, and you made your first tier bonus. So when you have a sale on the left and a sale on the right, you're gonna make $750 if they're both $2,000 packages, which is what we're assuming for the sake of this example. Okay, and you've only brought in 2 sales, you made $300 plus $750, your first $1,050 came back. You basically made back half your machine already. Okay, let's say your first sign up goes and signs up their first person. They have to put it on their left leg. So this person signs someone up right here, and that's another person under you. You're about to make another tier bonus. Let's say your second person gets their first sale. So their first sale is gonna go on their left. And even though one of those you made personally, the other came from your second sign up, you actually make another $750 tier bonus right there. Okay, so let's continue this on. You bring in your third sale. Your third sale is gonna go right underneath that guy, and you make another tier bonus. And you also made another $150 fast start. Because remember, you have 1, 2, 3 sales. You made $150 fast start on each of them, so $450 in fast start so far, and 750 times 3, you've made about $2,250 in the tier bonus, and this is literally 3 sales in. Okay, let's say Jason decides to throw someone under us. He's 2 people above you. So Jason throws a sale under you right there. Let's say your third person decides to get their first sign up. They place a sale right here. Neither of these people you brought in. One came from Jason, who had 2 people above you in the organization. The other person came from your third sign up, making their first direct sale. So now you get another $750. It's another tier bonus. Okay, and we're still just getting warmed up. We're a little bit halfway to M1 at this point. Let's say you bring in your 4th sale. Your 4th sale is going to go down here. And your first sale, let's say he signs up another person, or let's say the person, your first person who you sold the machine to, person they brought in, let's say they do their first sale, which has to go on the left leg. So now that's another tier bonus. So you can kind of see how this happens. This goes infinite all the way down. Doesn't require the sales to be made from you personally. It could be placed under you from the spillover. It can come from people who are under you already, making their own sales and growing their own teams. So let's just continue this on. Let's say your 4th sale decides to do their first sale. Let's say I sign someone else up on the left. It goes down here. 2 more sales that you did not bring in personally, yet you still make another $750. So at this point you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 people on each leg. You're almost at that M1 rank to get that global pool share. Okay, let's go out there. You go and make your 5th sale. And let's say your first sale does another sale, puts it on the left. That's another tier bonus. So at this point you can kind of see, so you have 4 personal sales, so you actually have 4 fast start bonuses. Forgot to write these out. So these are 150 from each of these sales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 150 times 5 is about $750. Okay, so you made $750 in the fast start bonus. And then your tier bonus, 750 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just do the math real quick. On the top of my head, 1,500. 1,500, 1,500, so we got 3,000 plus the 1,500 is 4,500 plus the 750 is $5,250 in tier bonuses. So combined with the 750, you've legit made $6,000. I know it's getting a little chaotic on this, but combining the 5 fast start bonuses of 750 with the 7 tier bonuses, which is $5,250, that equates to $6,000. I'm doing the math very quickly on the top of my head, so if I'm wrong, I apologize, but I believe that is correct. You have now just made $6,000. You hit the M1 rank in the company, which gets you a share in that global pool, which you'll get a residual payout every year from it. And you've literally only made 5 sales. You brought in 5 people. So as you duplicate this and as you start to help your signups do this exact process, hit M1, the volume on your 2 legs will start to grow. You'll start to tap into the binary bonus. You'll start hitting M2, M3, and other ranks, which are all just based on volume of sales on your left and your right. You're also gonna get other types of bonuses, such as the coaching bonus. So say your first sale makes his first $750, you're gonna get 10% off of all your personal sales you bring in. So every time this guy makes $750, you're actually making $75. When this person makes $750, when they make $750, every time any of your direct personal sales you brought in make any commission, you're getting 10% off the coaching bonus. So this is just a really brief starting understanding of the comp plan. But I want you guys to understand that this is literally one of the most incredible, genius comp plans I've ever heard. It rewards all the right behaviors in building this business and sharing these products. If you guys have any questions, reach out to me directly. I'd be happy to clarify and answer. Remember, this was based off of every sale being the $2,000 package, which is in most cases what everyone gets nowadays. You could actually make way more if they get the $6,000 package. You might make a little less if they get the $1,000 package. But just remember, this was just based off of everyone starting at the 2K level. And yeah, hope that helped you guys understand the potential of this comp plan, how you could hit that first rank, get that first share in the global pool, and how you could essentially make your first $6,000 in commission in this company. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next ones.